buying this car, you know that it's not about the miles per gallon, right? It's always about the miles per gallon. Hi, I'm Felix, and this is my 11th Gen VAB WRX STI. Previously, I was driving a Passat B8, and I've come to an age where I thought I wanted a manual fun car. So when I was in the market to look for a car, there's a few cars that came into my mind. An E92 M3, a Nissan S15 Silvia, which is my favorite since my childhood, and also an Evo, if I can find a good one, Evo 9. But due to the age, it's very hard to come by a decent condition Evo 9, let alone a Silvia. And then the Silvia and the E92 is more to a two-door coupe. It's not really ticking the box of the family, carrier. So at the end, this car came out and emerges as the finalist of this car hunting. Interesting thing about this car is that it fits 5 adults with a trunk and still can go relatively fast in Ulu Yams and Kuala Kelawang and all. Yes, so this is actually STI body kit, the Aero kit. Came stock as an option of the car. So this car has it. So I'm really liking the Varis body kit, and I'm thinking to actually do it, but it will probably be in my wish list due to the cost and all. My next wish list to get is a wing, because obviously an STI without a wing is like a bird without a wing, right? So the hood is basically a functional hood scoop to feed cold air into the intercooler because it has a top mount intercooler. So I think it will mainly do some bad to the coefficient of drag, but it's functional, so it's needed. Okay, so firstly I've done the suspension. I'm using Öhlins DFV. And done the intake, which is from AEM, open port. And then also the exhaust. I've done a Perrin catback, a full set Perrin catback. Other than that, it was just more to the cosmetic. So basically, I built this car more to the function. And then it would be, I think, a 50-50 balance between function and aesthetic. Because I'm not thinking to go very fast in this car. And I need to worry about all the speed bumps and car parks and all. So this is the lowest I could go. And I think it's more to the function side if you ask me. So other than that, I'm using Yokohama F1 RG. 18 by 9.5, using a 255/35 tires. The brakes are stock, which is 2 twin ports in the front, single port at the back. Yeah, the tires are Michelin PS4, 255/35. So that's the best I can get. Which is because it was my daily. I need a balanced tires during wet and dry, and the PS4 gave me that. It produces one signature note of the unequal, because it was using an unequal length header, so it has this like famous rumble sound, which is very good to hear even if it's idle. So this car came from factory at having a speed cap at 190. So that is basically what I can do up to my gear 4. So I'm thinking whether to go and do a simple ECU remap just to get rid of the speed cap, and also probably better fuel consumption and all. That's my goal. I'm not really looking to make huge horsepower in this, because you know what they can, they relate head gasket failure with Subarus all the time. I don't want to go there. It's a manual. You will never get bored driving a manual, and it has all-wheel drive, which comes in handy when you need it. It's not like you need it in a day-to-day basis, but it is still good to have. Steering response is good because it was still using a hydraulic steering. Instead of modern cars, we have electronic power steering. So that's what I like about this car, which is like the raw of it, just the pure raw fun. The car handles very good in corners and even high-speed corners. It handles very good, very planted. Probably it's also due to the Öhlins, but it's not. It still has this characteristic of a little bit of understeering. So when we drive it, we need to be a little bit careful with it and try to play with the central control differential. We have this in our car, so just push the top back to the rear wheels more, and you will slightly solve that issue. Yeah, so the maximum torque you can send to the back is 60, so it's 60-40 front. So even though if you can do that, this car still is front heavy. Couldn't compare it with like a Porsche's mid-engine car. So it helps, like giving you a false sense that it is a rear-wheel drive, but it actually doesn't. It still sends to the real 60 to 40 ratio, and you can't turn off the front. So yeah. All right. So if you drive like a civilized person, it still can get you roughly 10 km per liter. City driving. So if you drive like a maniac, like you stole it from a showroom, it is a single-digit mileage car. So probably 8, 7. It goes how long you drive it as a maniac. Yeah, it could go until like 7 kilometers per liter. But buying this car, you know that it's not about the miles per gallon, right? It's always about the miles per gallon. So for all the potential buyers, everyone out there is trying to get this car, wanted to get this car but is a bit afraid, just leave your questions down in the comment section below. Hopefully I can see it and I will reply it. I'm not really a well-versed technical mechanical guy, but I will do my best to help out. And let's bring more of this fun car to the roads. Try to save the manual. Okay, so for all of you who is watching this, if you like the content, please remember to click like and subscribe. It will help the channel a lot. Give the support to them to continue to provide a good quality of content for you guys to enjoy at home. Thank you. Thank you for watching.